In a bustling city called Verdensby, life moved fast, and people barely paused to appreciate the little things. Among the millions, there was a man named Leo. To the world, he was unremarkable, a janitor in a large hospital, invisible to the doctors and nurses who rushed past him every day. But Leo wasn't just a man pushing a mop. He was a quiet observer, an unsung guardian of the hospital's heartbeat. Every day, Leo arrived early and left late, making sure the floors sparkled and the hallways smelled fresh. He worked tirelessly, not because it paid well or earned him respect, but because he knew that even his seemingly small job mattered. He had watched doctors save lives and nurses hold patients' hands. He respected what they did but never saw himself in the same light. One rainy night, a terrible accident took place nearby. The hospital's emergency room flooded with people, some injured, others frantic, and a few helplessly watching their loved ones struggle for life. The staff was overwhelmed, short-handed, and running on adrenaline. Amid the chaos, Leo kept his usual post, silently supporting in any way he could, clearing space and moving obstacles out of the way for the medical staff to work smoothly. As he continued to work, he noticed a boy around 10 years old sitting alone in the waiting room, looking frightened and lost. The boy's clothes were torn, and his face was stained with tears. Leo approached him, kneeling down to meet his eyes. "Hey, kid, you all right?" Leo asked softly. The boy looked up and managed a small nod, though it was clear he was anything but okay. After a moment of silence, he whispered, "My mom, she got hurt. They took her away, and I don't know what's happening." Leo's heart broke a little, but he didn't show it. Instead, he gently reached into his pocket and pulled out a small, folded paper crane. "Here," he said, holding it out. "This is a lucky bird. My daughter taught me how to make them. If you keep it close, maybe it'll bring your mom some luck too." The boy took the crane and clutched it to his chest. He managed a small smile, and for a moment he looked comforted. Leo sat with him, talking about simple things, keeping him distracted. It was a small act, one that no one noticed, yet it gave the boy a sense of security amid the overwhelming chaos. Hours later, as the doctors delivered hopeful news about his mother, the boy ran to Leo and hugged him tightly. "You're my hero," he said, with a pure, childlike sincerity. Leo patted his back, feeling a warm glow he couldn't quite explain. Days went by, and Leo continued his quiet work, never thinking much of that night. Then, one day, he overheard a conversation between two doctors. They were discussing who they considered a real hero in the hospital. Was it the head surgeon who had pioneered life-saving procedures? The doctor who never hesitated to go beyond his duties? Just as he was moving away, he heard one of the doctors say, "Actually, I think a real hero is someone like Leo." The doctor went on to explain how Leo's presence, though invisible, was like the hospital's backbone. The way he made patients feel safe and comfortable, the way he was always there when people needed a helping hand or a comforting word. Leo embodied the true spirit of compassion and service. His acts may have been small, but their impact was far-reaching. Hearing these words, Leo felt a wave of pride he had never known. For the first time, he saw himself through others' eyes, understanding that being a hero wasn't about dramatic rescues or fame. Sometimes it was about quiet, selfless acts, the ones that might seem insignificant but could make all the difference.
Leo may not have worn a cape or saved lives directly, but he was indeed a real hero. And he realized that heroism wasn't defined by title or recognition. It was defined by a willingness to serve, even when no one was watching.